Is below sea level. Welcome to Stankonia.
You named your stream Stankonia?
No, I did not. It's from a song I like.
I don't think so.
Alert! Cabal intelligence forces detected at perimeter. Alert!
That one hurt. So did that one.
Here we go, baby.
Let's take this rig.
I only popped it to
This
stay alive,
protocol is
but
familiar to you.
whatever.
Execute rapidly.
Just going down in 3, 2, 1. Me too.
The fuck off me, you dogs. You fucked up my goddamn... The goddamn dogs fucked up my damage phase on the goddamn ship. God damn it.
100% complete the quest log.
I am going to get this heroic.
So what's the log?
God damn it. Something's hitting me. Something's hitting me. Oh. Fuck.
Just in case it looks like I am a king now.
You guys are done with the mission?
Yeah, we're moving to, well, I'm moving to the next one, but I'm moving to the next one now. So lock and key part of it.
Aw, look at that. A fucking blueberry just showed up.
Ooh, red Rex. Nice. And hang over to today. You have to take it away.
Well, this ain't heroic. That a fucking...
The more I think about it, the more I think that that's... Yeah.
I know one thing. Fucking blueberry didn't know how to make it heroic.
Sent them home hurting.
Established data denial protocols complete. If you do not tire of
Yeah,
hearing
it counted.
thank you.
Lock and key. Something to do with the Burguzia Forge. That doesn't look like internal lockers. That is one thing I very much dislike, is getting my gear locked on me.
How delightful. Cabal on the way. With another lander. I have already predicted the outcome of this venture.
And place the unidentified frame in the Berguzia Forge. So, do I just go to the Berguzia Forge? Also, I love this, like, mini sparrow. It makes me crack my shit up. Yeah, like, that would make more sense, but it's just fucking hysterical.
So, failsafe,
Call it the Scooty
what are the
Puff
odds
Jr.
we take this lander?
As good as always.
It's a Futurama reference if you ever watched that.
What the fuck is Futurama? I've never seen Futurama.
Not a big cartoon guy?
Not a big TV guy.
That's fair. Futurama was like on...
I know what
every,
Futurama is. I'm fucking with
okay.
you.
I was like, it was on like The Simpsons and Family Guy. And...
Yeah, same writers, creators, pretty much.
It was my favorite of all of them just because it was like the most malice and funny. I was gonna give a fuck with Futurama.
Will somebody shoot the... Really? Really? Not one of you assholes could shoot the snipers.
Defeat Civics, lost to none.
We got the ship.
So true. I finished Destiny 1, and I'm one away from Destiny 2, and now there's a well, yeah. And then the rest of the shit falls easy. Yeah. And then the rest of it's stupid easy.
Another lander turned to
Do I
Yeah,
have
if you don't
Wayfarer?
have
My
those
calculations suggest you have
I
reduced
think I
your
do.
total
Don't
red
because
legion
of those
morale by
weapons, though.
28%. Congratulations.
Took out one of the drones.
Yeah, I have
Two
Wayfarer.
drones did.
I'm going for the Moments of Triumph seal.
Well, yeah. Shields down. Holy bullet sponge.
Holy bullet sponge, Batman!
Yeah. Like, what the fuck's going on right now?
Jumping Jehoshaphat's Batman! Maybe.
They got too many complaints, it was easy. Yep, that's what I've been using, the 1K. It's working pretty well to get rid of the drones and shit.
Another ether delivery incoming.
Joker is
This
light.
is always exciting.
Hit him with that stagger, boy! Yo, I'll tell you what, this dude has taken some fucking deeps, though.
There's that servitor again.
Actually, this is a new servitor. When you kill them, they stay dead.
Return to ADA-1 and show her the artifact. No point. Shit, better. Go fuck yourself, ADA-1. Oh, I just... I'm one away from right there, one away from Gambit, one away from Crucible, a lot from Black Ramen, 12 away from that.
We destroyed their ether servitor again. You'd think they'd learn.
As an artificial intelligence, I feel exactly as much joy now as I did after your first triumph.
How do you get it? Oh, you're not fucking with the Solstice armor? I love those raids though. The Scourge is probably my favorite raid here. I'd say we have Scourge down.
We have a competent team, but
they won't get past us.
I'm not in charge of the raids.
Unless they do.
So
That is also possible.
I'm just here for the ride. Now, I can be in charge of the raids, but ain't nobody gonna like what I do. They never do, but we always finish that shit. Always. A few minor changes here and there, we'll get it. What the fuck you mean 3 out of 10 integrations remaining?
Oh shit, Izanami is a fucking primary?
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, bruh.
And I have a skin ready for him. Yay! Oh, it looks so good! Oh! Yes! Yes, yes.
Weren't you the one who was just like, fuck that gun, like 5 minutes ago?
That was not me, actually, sir. That was Mr. I got it and have never used it.
Ah, that's right.
Although, I mean, that's like me with the Lumina. I got it, never used it.
What? Really?
Yeah. I'm not gonna fuck with the Lumina. I'm either gonna rock the Thorn or just Lumina's Hal, like, from 20 minutes to
Oh, you did? Good, 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 good. Oh, hell yeah, bro. That's a rare fucking gun. It's like one of the rarest guns in the game. That's not exotic.
Which gun's that?
Edge Transit. I mean, it is.
Shut your ass up.
Bro, year one, it was just terrible in year one.
Yeah.
Cause that was literally the only gun you got.
I think they've made it better, but
That was the whole point. They did make it better, but now you don't get it that often. And it's not a bad grenade launcher. It was just too fucking much.
I shit you not, I actually just got it.
It's not yeah. Well, I won't say that there's better weapons. I just think that you got it so fucking much that it's not.
People hate it, man.
Yeah. I've probably had a god roll a million times over and just did not care because I just didn't want to see it again.
Because it was, expensive.
It's like, how many fucking times am I gonna get this fucking weapon?
Energy pulse
What's up to you,
readings
Delta? If
suggest
you
that
want
some
to stay,
vents
I'm
did
going to
get
be
past
jumping
you.
into the EAZ.
Maybe.
On a totally mechanized planet, what is one additional
I
spire?
figured. I thought I'd warn you before I headed there.
The EAZ.
I don't want to be there any more than you do. I just got to finish this fucking gear.
Well, lucky you.
Yeah. I think this is the worst part of this gear, is having to go to here.
I want to use something different. Where is my gun? Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But why? Okay. That's weird. Yeah. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Like just a specialty item you picked up if you were there. Oh shit, okay. Yeah. Change my suppressor again.
How delightful. Cabal on the way. With another lander. I have already predicted the outcome of this venture.
So, failsafe, what are the odds we take this lander?
As good as always.
Imagine buying this cartridge for like $50,000.
We got the ship.
That's what's up. Schrodinger's cat.
If you bought it from a country that is known to be selling fake shit, like China, you can buy something off eBay and it's fake, yeah. But if you getting that shit at an auction, it was verified. I mean, there's ways to verify it, especially if you're spending that kind of loot.
Congratulations.
Easy, yeah. I mean, you could take a piece of the plastic and fucking carbon date that shit.
Yeah. I don't know if they'd go through that much effort, depending on the price, but...
Did you say 15 grand? Yeah, I would.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, depend on the price. But if I'm talking like $600, they're not going to pay no carbon dating.
No.
They'll be like, nah, go fuck yourself, you'll figure it out.
But if it's like an auction house that's selling it, they probably would, because not only is it the money involved, but for auction house, that's your reputation.
Oh, yeah.
$600? No.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
50? Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be verified as authentic by Nintendo themselves, okay?
That's insane. Oh, yeah. I mean, people play them. Like,
Another ether delivery incoming. This is always exciting.
that's insane. Like, can you imagine being the kid or guy that like, no, I'm just gonna buy this Mario and just let it sit, bro.
I have a. It can happen, bro. I mean, I don't have a sealed copy, but I have a I have the physical copy of Final Fantasy VII.
When you kill them,
The game
they stay
disc,
dead.
the game Final Fantasy VII. So I have game discs. I have the casing it came in, everything. Yep.
You know, if it was sealed, you'd get a lot of money for it.
Yep. Right now, it's only worth like $1.25. I know, right?
Still fucking for a game, though. Like,
For a PlayStation 1 game.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
okay. Like,
Yeah.
We destroyed their ether servitor again. You'd think they'd learn.
As an artificial intelligence, I feel exactly as much joy now as I did after your first triumph.
I just been running from public event to public event. I don't even know how many I've done already. Oh, 7.
ain't bad.
At least it's on Nessus.
Cool. Yeah. The landfill ET,
Bro, I had that game.
yeah, it was trash though. I think everyone had that game. It was just so bad.
How the fuck did that game make it past development? That's what I want to know.
They won't get past us.
Unless they do.
Yeah.
That is also possible. Another Vex construction project. Their persistence is inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the movie's a fucking classic.
But I mean, I understand, you know, why they did it. But I'm just saying, like, somebody had to throw the fucking flag. Yeah, like, seriously?
No, I get that.
I'm pretty sure they spent more money making the game than they actually made from the game.
Oh, I don't know. Did you see how shitty it was?
I'm telling you, bro, I'll be willing to bet more development went into that game to get it ready for the movie.
I don't know. Well, that, and I genuinely, I would believe that they actually made money just because people bought that shit, man. be stupid to think a game based off of a feature film didn't make money. Yeah.
It was a Nintendo game, right?
Yeah, we stepped on your plates again. What are you gonna do about it?
Here, let me see.
Fuck. Holy shit.
21% of the people liked the game.
This is terrible. Yeah, that's like below an F. Yeah. Elliot.
We got them. And we got their spire. You should have seen us. We were amazing.
Your logs describe many similar victories, so I am not surprised. Instead, I am delighted.
That's insane. Like fuck your movie. I believe it. Alright, not bad. We found 8 of the 9 chests. Oh, oh. Do I got a line on the third? I got a line on the 9th! I just gotta get there! No, I see it! Oh, I'm standing on it! 'Cause. 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 'C fuck me, Buster. Alright, just fuck me. Ooh, crawfish boil tomorrow. Me too. They can just be a pain in the ass to find. Oh, we got a Cabal EAZ. Time to get my fucking 100 done. No idea what it is. Yeah. Interesting. That's pretty dope. Yeah. So I'm gonna need you not to follow me around. People just fucking out here following me around, dog, trying to jack my kettles.
How delightful. Cabal on the way. With another lander. I have already predicted the outcome of this venture.
Oh, okay, good talk. Oh my.
So, failsafe, what are the odds we take this lander?
As good as always.
Teacher.
Wow. Whew. Sad to say, guys, but they did not make their money back off of that fucking game. Atari, right? Okay. So I'm gonna start off here. Due to time limitations, Atari decided to skip audience testing for the game.
Oh, that was probably a poor decision.
We got the ship.
And I'm gonna skip the rest of that entire fucking paragraph and go straight to reception. Anticipation for E.T. was high in 1982, and it was sought after.
Figure, bro.
And it was sought after. It was a sought after Christmas gift. In early December 1982, the New York Times reported that video games based on successful movies, specifically E.T., would become an increasingly profitable source for video game development. At first, retailers ordered more supplies than what was expected to be sold, but Atari received an increasing number of order cancellations as new competitors entered the market, an event the company had not anticipated. John Hubner and William Kistner of InfoWorld attribute the cancellations to changes Atari initiated in its relationship to distributors. On November 1st, 1982, Atari informed them that their contracts were canceled and that exclusive deals would be established with select distributors. Hubner and Kistner believed this action prompted retailers to cancel orders, which Atari had not properly tracked. E.T. met with the initial commercial success. It was among the top 4 on Billboard magazine's top 15 video game sales list in December 1982 and January 1983. The game eventually sold 1.5 million units. However, between 2.5 and 3.5 million cartridges went unsold. And one retailer said that mostly grandmothers bought the game, an example of word of mouth affecting sales. Children preferred the best-selling game, Pitfall. The rest of the games that went unsold, according to Ray Kassar, about 3.5 million of the 4 million produced were sent back to the company as unsold inventory or customer returns. So basically, they sold 1.5 million units and 1 million units were returned. And 4 million units went back to the company because no one bought them. A popular rumor was that there were more ET cartridges produced than there were Atari 2600 units in existence. So, they sold 500,000 units out of a total of 4 million units that they produced. The shitty part about that is they spent 25 million dollars on the rights to make the game.
That's insane.
So Yeah, they didn't make their money back. And just so that y'all know,
Dude, how does that... Continue, sorry.
oh, go ahead and ask your question.
Well, I was gonna say something completely unrelated. I was gonna ask how that EAZ farm works.
Oh, so you kill, it's gonna be one of the 3 bosses. Yeah, it's gotta be Cabal.
I'm in a Cabal one.
There's that
Do you have the
servitor
bosses?
Actually, this is a
The
new
2
servitor.
bosses, yeah.
When you
The
kill them,
Colossi
they stay
sisters?
dead.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to do it. You want the Shield Brothers. The 3 Shield Brothers. It doesn't work with the sisters.
There we go. Servitors are so touchy.
Now, if I just had a fucking team that could kill them, I could go ahead and get this over with.
Another servitor bites the dust.
So,
Everywhere.
Please be careful not to breathe it in.
that prompted a lot of things into play with Atari losing a lot of fucking money, by the way.
Go figure.
Yeah. I'm talking shares of stock being lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. They lost a shitload of money on that deal. This article says it is the second worst video game ever made. Holy shit.
What's the first?
It didn't say. Holy shit. I'm reading this off of Wikipedia, by the way.
Yeah.
The second worst game ever made. And Steven Spielberg gave them some ideas on what they should do to make the game.
Yeah.
He said he was looking for something more like Pac-Man and not what they actually made. But the guy they paid to be the developer for the game, they gave him $200,000 and a free trip to Hawaii, by the way. Decided to go his own way and make the game anyway. And Steven Spielberg didn't like that concept, that idea, but Atari paid for that guy to make the game, and Atari ultimately got to say yes or no.
Yeah.
And the guy that developed the game was recommended to Atari by Steven Spielberg.
Of course.
It ain't like he got paid. I mean, he got 200 grand and a free trip to Hawaii.
Yeah.
He didn't make, I mean, even for fucking 1984, that's no fucking money.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's considerably more than it is now back then, but...
It is. I mean, now, well, all things considered, he was the sole developer of the game.
Yeah.
You know, he was the programmer doing everything. Back then, that was a one-man thing, you know, if you made video games. Nowadays, there's no fucking way.
Well, you'd never finish.
You couldn't make one level by yourself.
Yeah, you would just never finish.
You might be able to make some textures or a map, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. And that's in a couple of years. This dude did the job in 6 months or less.
Yeah. That's insane.
Uh-huh.
Let's take that drill out of commission.
An excellent idea.
I mean, what did he ultimately code? You know, less than a meg of data? Easily less than a meg of data. Less than a meg of data. Oh man. I can type more than a meg of data in a Word document in a half hour.
Yes. No.
Yeah, dude. This is 84, bro. I remember when we had a computer that had 8 megs of RAM, and we were like, holy shit, this is badass. My grandfather bought it for my uncle for his birthday. My grandfather bought everything for my uncle, man. Because me and my uncle, we're like 4 years apart.
Right.
So we used to be like, man, we want a computer. And we used to have to just basically bum his shit.
Right. Makes sense.
He'll be like, yeah, y'all can use it. We had a 14.4 modem and everything. My grandma used to get pissed because we tie up the phone line on the internet. we were fucking around with Juno email. Y'all remember Juno?
Yeah.
That was the only email service that was free. Back then, you had to pay for email. You had to pay for email. You had to pay for... I mean, yeah, you had to pay for internet, but I mean, like, you had... Email is fucking free. Nowadays. Who
have you blown up
can relate to that nowadays? I mean, you'd have to be a... Never mind.
Captain.
I was gonna say you'd have to be a really old fart to be able to relate to having to pay money for email. And I don't mean like buying your own website and getting your own domain that has its own email account or server. I mean a regular fucking Gmail account you had to spend $15 a month on.
Right. That's nuts.
Man, just man, that was oh yeah, dude. Well, that was before we had something called a cache. Yeah. Because did you know a lot of websites that people visit all the time, your internet service provider actually caches those sites. And when you hit the site, it's not coming from the website itself, it's actually coming from your ISP. A lot of people don't know that. And so when they say you get this much speed, like, fuck no, you don't get that speed. Like, they lying. Yo, I'm getting these speeds. I'm like, bullshit. I said, you want to test your fucking network? Test your network outside of your ISP's network. And they're like, what? I'm like, never mind. Just never mind. Just never mind, bro. Don't even worry about it. And they're all like, I get a gig down, and I'm like, who gives a fuck about download? My grandma has more download speed than that, and she didn't get on the fucking internet. I said, what's your upload speed, motherfucker? Now we're talking. What's your upload speed?
I'm talking like 25 megs.
That's what you have right now?
I actually have no idea. I think, so the new one I just ordered is 400 megs down, and I think it's 25 to 27 up.
Yeah, see, that's not bad.
No.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
25 megs up is not bad at all. Most people don't get 10 megs up.
Yeah. Well, so I work from home and I upload a lot of files, so that's the only reason I bought that.
Bro, me too. That's same here. I got the gig connection with AT&T. I get 50 megs up.
So I was gonna do the gig with, so I use Xfinity Comcast.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna use the gig, and then I was like, you know what, for $25, it's not worth it to me. Like, $25 additional dollars on top of what I'm already paying. I was like, nah.
It's worth it for me.
Well, I mean, I'm already sitting at 400 down, so I was like, I don't need any more speed, and it's gonna give me the same upload speed, so fuck it.
I have 3 servers in my house.
Yeah.
I kind of need it, the upload.
That's fair.
Bro, if I didn't have good upload speed, my son would be pissed. Because he doesn't live with me. Right. But I run a movie server.
Yeah.
You guys heard of Plex before?
Yeah.
I have a Plex server.
Okay.
And I have
like a movie share.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
basically Doc runs something that's illegal.
Very illegal. Bro, I'm talking close to 8 terabytes of movies and 12 terabytes
of illegal.
And 12 terabytes of storage just on that one server. And it's actually a server enclosure, and that's its only job is to host my movies. And then I have a backup rack mount server that I use for those movies, any historical data, and if my main personal server, like my tower server, goes down, I use that one for processing video. So that one I use to convert and compress files down to a small enough size before I transfer them to my other storage that actually goes outside of my network. So if my kid decides he wants to watch a movie and it's not Netflix speed, yeah, he gonna be like, bro, he tells me all the time, Dad, server's not working. And I'll be like, I'm doing something. Well, can I watch a movie?
I'm busy.
The network is down. Oh. Well,
okay.
Can you tell me when it's back up? No, you better keep checking. You'll know when you do that. How about that shit? You keep checking, it'll be up when it's up. Fuck wrong with you.
Yo, I am fucking people with the Graviton Lance right now. Well, I have the catalyst for it, and it's just wrecking.
Oh, the catalyst for it is...
Yeah.
Yes.
I have forgotten. How foolish of me.
I can hear Shax yelling.
Yep. Of the 5th tower.
The 5th tower, I believe that's Bannerfall.
It might be.
That was before,
We played through Bannerfall. Like, we've been in Bannerfall, haven't we?
yeah.
Yeah.
In D1, we went to Bannerfall. That's how we got, the Iron Galahorn.
Yep. Yep. I forgot the Iron G horn. And I'll tell you what, I could have sworn they're gonna. Oh yeah. I thought they would have. Like, if anything, for nostalgia purposes, right? I think a lot of people thought... So, like, what did the season of Penumbra here even really bring? Like, the season of Opulence, not Penumbra, but...
What did it bring? I think the whole point behind the season of Opulence was to prepare for Shadowkeep and whatever DLCs are going to come after Shadowkeep, because it added another raid, Crown of Sorrow, which adds more to the story that Callus is here to help us and not here to kill us.
Where?
Powerful.
Yeah. The dude just wanted to hang out.
Captain, Vex in your patrol area have upgraded
Yeah, but
their
he
barrier
knows he
technology
can't
to be
enslave a Guardian.
impenetrable, using a new, unidentified energy source.
Yeah, you'd have to kill a Guardian.
Construct should have the data we need to locate a sample of this technology.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Shield sounds bad. Let's take them apart.
You can't take away the ghost, because that's the whole... That's like 80% of being a Guardian is...
Oh, yeah, that's how we come back to life.
So... And you're not very useful to an Emperor if your Guardian can't come back to life.
My dog
I skimmed the
sits at my
cores.
feet and
There's
pushes
a weird
himself into
energy
my
spike
feet to
nearby
pretend
that
that he's
might be
getting
what we're
pet.
looking for.
I would be happy to analyze any samples you obtain. I need
He's
a
been doing
light.
it for the past 5
Someone
minutes, and I
get me
refuse to
off
make eye
this rock.
contact with him now.
He treating his dog like an old bitch. Get away from me, bitch.
Though.
Did y'all know that the first Guardians were all
Got the spike. There's a minotaur here using those fancy shields.
they were
The
all
captain always finds a way.
Titans.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's where the master is.
Well, so Rise of Iron
Nearby. We should collect them for analysis.
happened a long time. Well, the Iron Lords happened after the first Guardians. So the first Iron Lords were Titans, but over the years, as the city grew, new Guardians came. Hunters were the last to actually come on the scene.
Yep.
They were that's how many times his mind was wiped.
Yeah.
What was I finna say? Oh, yeah, Zavala was there before the city was built.
Captain, additional
He is that
energy pools
fucking old.
overhead.
Same thing with Drifter. Drifter was there before the city. Drifter is probably one of the last original Guardians. Cade, Ikora, Drifter, Zavala.
Drifter wasn't a guardian to begin with, though.
He had a ghost.
Yeah.
I don't mean like a guardian, but he had the same powers. I mean, call them what you will, they're all the same.
That's fair.
Who else was there? Cade, Ikora, Zavala, Drifter, Shax, Saladin, and this is all during the Dark Age, when shit was like really fucking bad. Who else was there? Trying to think. Oh, Osiris. Osiris was there. Osiris got kicked out of the Vanguard.
Good. Probably deserved it.
He got kicked out of the Vanguard because he wanted to learn more about the Vex. Because he thought that he could be able to control the Vex or use the Vex to
All been there.
to fight. And the leadership was like, nah. And he just got more and more infatuated with it, where Vanguard activities weren't his primary concern. Until they just said, you know what? Fuck it. You're done. Like, you go do whatever the fuck you want. Just stay the fuck away from here. So he's like, whatever, I don't care. And he left.
I'm getting some interesting signals here. This thing is connecting to something. Opposite Mercury's orbit on the far side of the sun. What's out there?
Right.
That's a cool quest, though. The room.
This is superb data. I have located one final set
Because
of
his
bonds
light
for
was
you
too
to
strong.
collect.
failsafe, this is turning into kind of a long walk.
Hey, at least you can walk. I live in a dilapidated boat.
I don't think he's dead. Or she, or whatever.
I've traced the samples to
Right.
one source and have pushed its coordinates to your tracker. I do not believe the Vex will want to give up their fancy shields. You're gonna have to make them.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Honed Edge is kinda shitty. Honed Edge for the Burden is kinda shitty.
Why you say that?
So I'm using it, well, I was just using it in Crucible, and it's stupid.
Why is it? It's stupid.
Yeah, bro. You one tap to the body.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was a bad perk.
Oh, no. No, it's just stupid. Like,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, like...
Yeah, I know. It is stupid. How do you think I got my fucking kill in Gambit?
Yeah, like...
When you needed to kill the invader before they killed
right
anybody?
away, yeah.
As
It
soon
took me a minute to get.
Nope. I put that on and bam. And I suck with
I
snipers.
I ended up getting it with, shit, not the full rifle, the, linear fusion, I forget what it's called. Exotic linear fusion.
Oh, okay. Quick Fang or Cobra Fang or some shit like that.
No, not the Cooker thing, the,
There you
Sleeper.
go. Sleeper.
Yeah. I always forget that fucking name for some reason.
It's not hard to forget.
Dude, some of the Destiny lore is just too much. Like, there's a lot there. Like, how many years has Destiny been running now?
Destiny's been going almost 6 years, 5 years now.
Yeah. It's really funny. So, like, my very first PS4 I bought to play Destiny on. My roommate made me go and fucking get it so we'd have someone to play with. And today I got my, my fucking 5-year PlayStation Live badge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. That might have some clutch games. Are they? What's it gonna be? God, did you see all the Speaking of PS5, though, did you see all this shit now? Like, people are trying to boycott the Borderlands 3. Yeah. Like, fuck that noise. I'm gonna buy that shit right away.
Why? What did he do? Uh-huh.
It is funny shit, though. Like... all these motherfuckers just pissed about it. Yeah. And someone at some point had to say, oh yeah, okay, that sounds like a good idea. I'll disperse this $12 million evenly amongst my team. Yeah.
Wow.
Must be nice, though. Yeah. Yeah. Well, because they like the game, they want to do it. Like, right.
Failsafe. We can report those shields won't be a problem anymore. Nice catch.
The Vex Collective is reporting the same thing. Hopefully, they do not possess the resources to do this twice.
So
Well,
the
I mean, that
original
makes-
guy
that-
didn't come back.
No, it's not the original Claptrap.
Aww.
Yeah, if you listen super close to like some of the like play they have, though, it is very difficult to tell. Yeah. Well, without question, yeah. Yeah, but it is super similar. Oh, exactly. Like, produce a good game and I'm not gonna say a damn word. Right. It's part of what it is. Yeah. Right. Holy shit. Which one? Oh, the Chronicles is a hard one to do, yeah.
Captain, friendly ghost. I have been wondering recently
Nice.
what became of two members of the Exodus Black crew. They left on their own a long time ago. never
here.
came back.
Sure, failsafe. Where do we start?
The local Vex will have the
what's
data
up.
I need to begin the search.
Right. Oh, without a doubt, you had to have a flawless
me.
run. Yep. It was a way bigger deal in Destiny 1 trials. Like that shit was every weekend.
The Vex noted 2 humans passing through this region ages ago. Beings from Earth were a rare occurrence back then.
God,
I've
I love
located a
trials.
conflux with more information.
Failsafe.
Like each
You're
time
not
it came around
expecting your
here, so
crewmates to
I've
still
run
be
flawless
alive,
and trials here
are you?
twice now. I
No,
love
they are
trials.
very dead. But I want to know what happened.
The missing crew. What were they like?
One was a scientist and philosopher.
Yeah, I'm alright, I'm
the other,
alright.
an engineer.
If they're
Enough
out
is
there,
enough.
we'll find them.
Yep. Yep. That's the way you have to do it. But honestly, it just wouldn't be fun. It would be, you know, just straight snipers and hand cannons. Nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it done.
I don't know if I do or not.
And D1?
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, I got it. Flawless Raider. I got a platinum trophy for D1. I have all the trophies for the expansions and all the trophies for base game. I have a platinum trophy. Yep, I have all the expansions as well, sir.
This. Yeah, I'm just doing
Captain, follow these coordinates.
here we
The
go.
Vex are testing you and have created a holographic placard for our convenience. Presumably, my missing crew were forced to partake in a similar experiment.
That's a good game.
Oh, you have Resident Evil 2?
The test demands we reach 3 data modules.
This test
Yeah.
was meant for humans?
The contents have been calibrated to challenge a Guardian, so they don't refer to you by that title.
What do they call us?
Those who wield that which we cannot simulate.
Jokes on
Huh.
jokes on
Catchy.
me. My platinum is for Destiny 2. And Dungeon Defenders, but neither of you probably know what the hell that is.
I know what Dungeon Defenders is. It's a platformer.
Yeah. I fucked heavy with Dungeon Defenders, bro. been a minute. Yeah.
Your missing crew. How did they get separated?
They disagreed
Oh
with
my
Captain
God.
Jacobson's decisions, and they departed. My conflict resolution software was unable to amend the situation, so I gave them
Yeah.
what provisions I could, more than the requisite amount. I knew they would be more vulnerable in the wild, but I could not change their fate.
Right. Fuck yeah. Right. Dude, Taken King was so good. Yeah. Although it's always interesting to see the people that like started with, you know, the fucking vault of glass and all that shit. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Definitely a fucking achievement.
Bro, me and one other person did that shit.
Yeah, you could get it. You could get it too.
So it took us 4 tries and we figured out what was wrong. Remember, did you guys do the menagerie where you got the had to slam the lanterns in the beginning?
Yeah.
And you had to slam it and then wait for the number to pop up on the screen and then do it?
Yes.
That's same thing with the bells. Exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I remember doing that with you and everyone, and we were sitting there like,
Still
what
no
the
sign of your
fuck?
crew,
Like, we've done
Fancy.
this 3 times.
We'll keep
now.
looking.
Like, what is going on?
I appreciate your efforts, Captain. Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, dude. I did all that shit. Outbreak Prime, the whole 9.
What that break?
And you couldn't get the platinum? Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, okay.
They had raids on that one though that like you could pretty easily do without them.
Well, so to be fair, like y'all like to do, you couldn't do it in the beginning, but over time, and then it was glitched after they introduced swords.
Oh, I love swords.
So then people started 2 and 3 manning the damn thing when you needed 6 people for the bridge. You needed 6 people for the bridge. People started fucking 2 manning it with the sword glitch.
Oh yeah.
I'm reading a very faint distress signal. It's ancient.
Dude, I love playing video games. Huh.
Holy shit. Here my little ass sitting at 12 thought I was high.
Yeah.
failsafe.
The
I'm with
bodies
you,
are
bro.
outside my sensor range, but I can detect them through your scan.
Oh, that felt good. What time is it?
Yes, friendly ghost. The memory of what happened to them will live forever in me.
Hey, motherfucker.
So, in a way,
So
they
how
will
do you
never
explain
die.
yourself? Because you're fucking stupid. So really.
Smartest man.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Yeah, no, the dude is literally a racist terrorist. Like,
You do know that does not exist. A racist terrorist does not exist in the United States.
agree to disagree.
I agree to disagree as well. But it'll never be labeled as such. Yeah, it'll never be labeled as such. Do you know how many fucking... Yep. Bro, it'd be a lot of fucking people on the list, bro. Fuck. You know how many friends I got that are Black Panthers? Yeah. In Chicago? Mm-mm.
Racist terrorist.
Right.
Captain, I have identified
Man, I caught so much
multiple
flack
rich caches to plunder.
behind having
I have created
people
an
that were white as
unauthorized login for
friends.
the friendly ghost.
I'm like,
The Vex will
why
believe
is
he's
this
one of
such a big
Ideally,
deal? Like,
they will share their
what did
secrets.
they
Going
do?
on?
That's actually very helpful.
But
of
sure
you.
as shit, boy.
Let's see what we can
Like,
learn.
they did not know your ancestors. Their ancestors did not know your ancestors. Right.
The platforms are charged. Is this a deterrent or an experiment? I can never tell.
True.
Bro, it makes your life... Yes, it does. Because it doesn't matter. And it's one thing you don't have to think about. It doesn't stop you from earning. I mean, nobody's doing anything to you because... You know what I mean? It's just one less
This
thing to
login
think
is
about.
Perfect. I'm pulling all kinds of data on Cabal fleet movements. Zavala
Nope.
will love this.
Happy to oblige, friendly ghost. Marking additional caches.
Right.
It is ridiculous. Have to feel,
stupid.
yeah. Superiority. Oh yeah. I think it's funny because yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting because people will talk bad about something in public, but do something completely different in private.
I think they're onto us.
They believe you are one of them. What did you ask?
Nothing. I asked them what they're doing on this planet. Did I offend
Mm-hmm.
them?
fair. Right.
Right.
These data cores the Vex are dropping. They contain answers to my questions.
Perhaps they are attempting to interface with the friendly ghost, and you, Captain, are in their way.
I'm so sorry. I'll
You
fix
try
this.
and kill it. Make it a pet. Yep.
I can't get them to stop. They're trying to tell me about something called the first program, with a timestamp that precedes the Golden Age. How is that even relevant?
Pretty much.
They say you lack a holistic perspective. They want to help.
I don't want their help.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier for you. It's easier for everybody. Honestly.
Now I know why Asher's ghost never talks about her encounter with the Vex. They keep telling me to come home. Anyway, this data is too valuable to pass up. There's one more access point at the top.
That was broader. Whew. Well, folks, I'm off for the night. I appreciate all the help. You guys have a good night.
Alright, man. You too, bro. Talk to you tomorrow.
Later.
Friendly ghost, bad news. The collective is dispatching a Vex mind to help you terminate the captain.
Tell them to stop. I'm so sorry.
I have no way to do that. But the Vex seem to like you very much.
That mind said one last thing as it died. It's afraid. Afraid of your light. The one thing in this galaxy it can't simulate. Probably old news to Ikora, but I'll ping the Vanguard.
Your query has terminated, Ghost. The Vex Collective hopes it has answered all of your questions. A user within the network named Osiris sends his regards.
Oh, Ikora definitely needs to know about that.
A lot of time, man. When Leviathan dropped, was it Leviathan? Yeah. When Leviathan dropped, me and some friends that I was in a clan with spent, oof. We weren't like world first or nothing, but it took us probably 16 hours to figure out and complete the raid on our own without going to YouTube. Like, I love this game. I mean, not like that. So most of the reason why I like Destiny so much is the raids, because I like the puzzles. I love the puzzles. Like back in the day, I was a big fan of Tomb Raider because of the puzzles and the lore that was in the game, where if you didn't know a little bit about history or mythology or something of the sort, you weren't going to figure it out. And back then there was no YouTube, so you couldn't. Yeah. And a lot of people didn't buy those. I mean, hell, they still don't because of YouTube. I mean, I have some Prima game strategies books, but I only bought them because they were like limited edition or something. But yeah, dude, it's freaking cray cray. How many people don't know some things? Fucking, I remember, and this is the one that stands out the most. It was on Tomb Raider 1, and I needed to open a door. And there was some kind of inscription that said, it talked about King Midas, you know, and all this other stuff. So then you keep running, and then you come to this door, and the door says that you have to put a gold vase or some shit on the fucking pedestal to open the door. Well, there's nothing gold anywhere. That was Tomb Raider. And I'm just like, fuck. So I'm running around, and I was like, wait a minute. King Midas, the Midas touch. Duh. So I go and grab the fucking vase. I put the vase in King Midas's hands. It turns gold. I grab the vase. I run back and I put it on there, and I'm like, fuck yeah. You know, I was happy, bro. I was just a kid, but I'm like, yeah. I knew it, you know. But there were like, that was the only hint that you got. You know, there was no obvious signs pointing you what to do, you know. And that was it, man. I was bit by the bug. I don't mind playing turn-based strategy games or turn-based games like Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 13. I don't mind them because a lot of people don't like them because they feel like they have less control. But I feel like that I have more control.
Transferred.
You know. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I actually prefer those kind of games.
This is home. Hello, dear. What a nice surprise.
Right. It's not an action style game where you're swiping at each other relentlessly until somebody dies. Like, basically, I feel like if you're good at what you're doing, you can take a fucking hit and figure out how to still live. A lot of people don't like to get hit because they just can't fucking live.
Hello, Guardian.
You know, that's why it's strategy. And brute strength force does not always win a battle. You know, wits will outsmart strength any day.
So who won?
Oh, really? Huh. I didn't know that.
There is hope for humanity yet. With guardians such as you. Just watch. If we end, the data ends with us. That fate is too terrible to comprehend. We get this done right, maybe we get that dead orbit contract.
Man, I'm not gonna be able to put on my blue armor until tomorrow. I mean, I could do it tonight. I just don't want to.
It's good to see you alive, Guardian.
I really could do it tonight. I'm just like, ugh.
I keep checking the news feed for casualties.
Probably, more than likely.
Did your muscles get bigger?
I saw that frame standing in a corner for like an hour or two. I couldn't handle the change.
Oh, that was one for the Bogugia Forge. It was a hard puzzle, bro. I tried it. It's hard. Really hard.
We've had quite the year, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. But I honestly, so what do you know about that puzzle? It's not impossible to figure out. So it was based off of French, Japanese, French. So the forges are based off of French, Japanese, and fuck. There's three of them. Three different heritages that they, or lore, or Nordic. Anyway, they're a combination of the three. And that's what the Borgusia Forge was supposed to be similar to, and that's what the puzzle was. There's other puzzles in the forges that you don't even know are there. The next time you go into Volander Forge, I think it's either with Hammerhead or with the bow. With one of those. If you take it out, I think it's with the bow. Take the bow out and look around the room. You'll see patterns on the wall. Yep. And you shoot those patterns in a particular order, and it unlocks a banner. Or I'm sorry, an emblem. It unlocks an emblem. Every single forge has one. Every forge has one. Yes. There's 3, I believe. There's the butterfly one. There's. Yep. It's not the keys. The keys are those. You shoot those little shield drones. They spawn. On the second wave of the forge, but no, it goes back to the heritage that it's linked to, and that's what the emblem is there to represent. Yeah, bro, there's other puzzles in the game. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that drop down. Yeah, it's crazy though. Well, so that puzzle that nobody figured out, they said if nobody can figure it out after 48 or 72 hours, some shit like that, then they will turn it off. They said that prior to that puzzle being released on the next reset. So they knew it was hard. I personally think it was them trying to see how smart the community was and how close they would get to actually unlocking that forge. And so they basically they let the teams that were doing it keep trying until they quit, until they gave up. Oh yeah. But you know, people, there's still a lot of people never got it. Like, more people have Outbreak in D2 than they had it in D1. You... Right. Yep. Yeah. Less than 2% completed one raid. And I was like, bro, I did like 10 a week. You know? Yeah. There's a lot of coordination. Right. And well, some people feel like everybody should be able to do in-game activity, and I don't feel that way. Yeah. I know you feel that way. I feel that way. But unfortunately, most people don't. Oh, that would be the worst. Mm-mm. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing at all. Mm-hmm.
Guardian, there's an arsenal catch on its way. Do what you do best.
Yeah, there's some super smart people out there, man. I mean, but when you look at it, it's obvious. I mean, if you had enough time to I think it took more than one try. Like, so if you remember that each TV screen represented a barrier underneath the axis in that room. So, right. So if you go, I get it. And you say there's one TV for each barrier. You know, and so I'm pretty sure it started with that, you know, and then somebody figured when they went through the room with all the platform servers, there's 4 sides, 4 TVs, 4 barriers, and 4 sets of binary code.
I've spotted another Cabal mining expedition.
Because in the beginning, I got my outbreak, like, as soon, like, I don't know, like a week or 2 after it was announced that it was found. And one of the hard things was trying to find people who knew binary. Because there are calculators online, but they're not fast enough. I know that, but even still, I mean, I know I can read binary, so I got my outbreak just because of that reason alone. And so I tried to explain to somebody how to read binary, and yeah, they just wasn't getting it. It wasn't happening. I'd be like, oh, that's 3. And they're like, how the fuck did you get 3 out of that? And I'm like, I mean, how can you not? Like, look at it. It's 3. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was telling them, like, dude, this is easy. And they're like, what do you mean easy? I said, first off, there's only 4 lines here. And they're like, okay. I said, but the computers over there don't go as high as 8. I said they only go as high as 6. So, like, you're lucky because it doesn't go that high. I said, but this would only be 4-bit on a computer system. I said, think about 256 bits of encryption. This is what you're looking at. Like, cray cray.
I'm reading a skiff with Glimmer mining equipment aboard, Guardian. Interested? I'm reading a skiff with Glimmer mining equipment aboard, Guardian. Interested?
Oh, word. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I just finished one bounty. And one of the solstice bounties that I need to upgrade this green armor. I'll do the rest tomorrow. Yep. I have to do